course, was pushed by the communist school teacher. Not saying they're bad people. They think differently, which they're right to do so. And that is the next thing would happen. It happened in 2020. Stalin said, it's not votes that count, it counts the votes. We were warned of all this. So I wrote the Capitalist Manifesto to counter it. I wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad because the positioning statement in the Capitalist Manifesto says, how do you counter communism taught in our schools? By teaching capitalism in our homes.
Another way that they're moving forward with this control, and I know you've spoken about this, is central bank digital currency, CBDCs. So what's your take on them, and how do we prevent against it?
What's coming in? It's already here.
Yes.
It's already in China, and that's it goes as credit scores. So CBDC, central bank digital currency, surveillance. The same as Amazon's one, Siri and all that. I don't use any of that stuff. I don't want anybody surveilling. I am a private citizen. The central bank digital currency is they can track you if you buy a Trump book. Suddenly your taxes go up or something. If you buy a Biden book with bonus points, they're going to track you for your money. So the way I counter that, which I cover in Rich Dad's Prophecy, is basically I stay off this. I can stay off the grid. I stay off the money system. So if and it was just signed Executive Order 14067 EO Executive Order was just signed by Biden in March this year for central bank digital currency. So it's here. As Jim Ricketts talks about that all the time. He's a good man. I like him. He's a friend of mine. But so the way I'm going to get around central bank digital currency is that's why I'm Bitcoin.
Yes.
And secondly, unless they nationalize that too, but I have gold and silver. And as long as I have gold and silver, I can come to you and say, look, let's say somebody cleans my house, that's I'll pay you in silver. You can't track it. And the same as I want to buy a car, I can buy gold coins. I want to buy a house, I can buy gold coins. So as J.P. Morgan said years ago, gold is money, everything else is credit. And the banking system is built on credit, as you know, because money doesn't exist unless you borrow it. So that's why I'm already preparing for CBDC by having tons of gold and tons of silver. I do mean tons.
Okay, literally tons.
And I buy it with them.
Amazing.
That's why I own a gold mine in YouTube. I had a gold mine in China, but they took it. And that's why I don't like Chinese.
Who took it?
Chinese government.
They just took it.
Of course. They'll do the same thing here. And understand, I fought communism.
Yeah.
I was in Vietnam twice. I fought them. What the Marines say, we don't start the war. When we go in there, the Chinese have killed 65 million people. I think Stalin killed like 30 million people. Hitler killed 18 million people. But the United States fights those guys. Except now the problem is the battles in our school system. That's why parents are now called terrorists by Biden. Because they question the communist schools. Teaching wokeism and all whatever. What else to teach them?
I know you're also very pro the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. So I'd like to understand a little bit more about how you think that is important in America.
Well, again, that's how the whole war started. The Civil War, the Revolutionary War, they had gun. If not, they'd be paying taxes for England. Another thing I'll say, I like why am I in Arizona? Is I can carry Class 3. Class 3 is full auto.
Oh, wow.
See, in Vietnam, I carried it at 60.
Okay.
Full auto. So, you see me cruising around Phoenix with a yoga bag on my side.
That's what's inside.
So full auto M16, 100 rounds of ammunition. And everybody goes and buys these clocks. These little plastic guns, I call them. That's fine. The trouble with the clock is for $50 you can switch it. It becomes full auto, illegally. So my full autos are legal. But I switch the clock, it's illegal. And plastic.
Interesting.
And so I'm pretty good with guns. My highest score was rockets. I was really good at shooting rockets. I love them.
I get that. Just finally, then, 'cause I really appreciate everything we've spoken about. It's been so fascinating. That you talk about all this corruption in the system. You talk about how people can become financially free, become independent, not rely on the system. So have you ever felt at any time that you might be in danger? Have you ever felt like people might try and censor you at all?
All the time. The most dangerous I ever felt was I came back from Vietnam in '73 and I got spit on by these hippies, because I think Pelosi was in the audience.
Probably.
She wasn't, but anyway. I can see her smiling face. But then I come back to Hawaii and I'm getting spit on. It's 1973. Anyway, what happened to America? But that's what Marx wrote about in 1930 when Columbia University, what teachers are. And, in 1960 when I was in school in New York, that's when the rioting started. That's when all the kids stayed and all these shot kids there and all this.
Head to your pickup at Antelope Valley Medical Center for directions.
To go against the system. Anyway, I got my work concerned. Yes, I got invited back to Arizona State University last year. I almost didn't go. Because the last time I was in my MBA program, it only lasted a few weeks. I go to my accounting class in 1973. I'm sitting in my Marine Corps pilot's outfit. Big mistake. I get spit on in the classroom. Kids just hate it. Oh God, so I should have shot you, I carried a gun. I was a top secret officer, carried guns. And so the accounting teacher didn't know what he was talking about, because he was a teacher. I learned accounting in my rich dad. That's in the cash flow board game, that's a rich dad board that has its liabilities,
Turn
cash
left,
flow.
then turn right.
And so I got spit on in the classroom and I swore I'd never go back to school. So Arizona State called last year. Would you come and teach our honors program? I said, you gotta be kidding me, I'd rather go back to Vietnam. So anyway, the good news is
Turn right on West Avenue J.
The last Saturday, we taught the cash flow game, our honors program. That's really good news. And I was really surprised, I was afraid, because I didn't know who was in the audience. And there was the top students. Well, the good news is Ron DeSantis here. They called us in to teach financial education in the Florida school system. Elementary. So education is changing, but they're going to run into opposition, as you know, from the school teachers, because most school teachers have not read the Communist Manifesto. They believe in taxation, labor unions. The pilots are on strike now. They're all labor union guys. The thing they don't tell you is this: is that my classmates, when they came back, my poor dad wanted me to go fly for United Airlines. I said, why would I do that? I have to join the labor union. He says, yeah, but it's a good job, it's secure and all this stuff. What most people don't know is that United Airlines pilots lost their pensions. They got stolen. And there's a thing called the PBGC, Pension Benefit Guarantee Corporation, supposed to back up all these pensions. It's bankrupt. And so I wrote a book here with Ted Siddell, from Lauderdale. And it's called Who Stole My Pension. The next biggest thing you're going to see is our pensions are bankrupt. They've been robbed and stolen. Interesting enough, Biden's top executive is named Gina Raimondo. She was the head of Rhode Island's pensions. They went bust. She stole the shit out of them. And she got paybacks from all Wall Street guys. I don't trust Wall Street. I don't trust the Treasury. I don't trust the Fed. So that's why I'm an entrepreneur. I create my own assets. I don't need those. And I have gold, silver, Bitcoin. And so Biden has this woman, Gina Raimondo, and then, this crash. My school is shipping. I went to school to be a tanker officer. But today I own oil wells. They sell oil, they don't sell stock. But this guy, Pete Buttigieg, who was the transportation secretary, and the height of the supply chain crisis, he goes on maternity leave. I guess not what they're saying, is what are they doing? What is this guy Biden doing? The Federal Reserve now is stacked with what are they doing? I'm not saying, what are they saying? What are they doing?
In a quarter mile, make a U-turn to stay on West Avenue J using the left lane.
New York, Ottawa was often non-verbal. These non-words. As Maria officers were trained to watch what a person does, not what they say. And if I saw a guy who was so afraid that he would go into battle, I had to take him out. I may just say, hey, take a break. You're not ready. You know what I mean? I don't want you in the back of my aircraft when I'm counting. The thing I loved about flying for the Marine Corps, we fought teams. We go into flights of 300. I'm watching the Pelicans fly up and down the beach, or flying formation. Rebellion pilots fly alone.
Yeah.
Interesting. But I went to military school. I fought for the Marine Corps. People said the Japanese Marine Corps. No, the American Marine Corps.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's how uninformed Americans are. Because they go to school. They never learn to speak the language of money. And the best about the language of money is free. 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 You don't have to pay for it. You want to change your life, change your world. You book your head Speak.
There you go. Where can people buy your books, find out where you're up to? Where should they go to?
Oh, there's richdad.com. I had 3 projects this year. I'm doing Arizona State now. And so it's a big, overcame my fear of that one because I don't face school teachers and students. Number 2 is Prager University, and we're doing an event with a guy named, anyway, Dennis Prager and Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a huge gala
Turn
event.
left, then pick up Elizabeth.
And the other one, and also in Austin, Texas. Because we're very, we call us right wing, but we're very capitalists.
Yes.
We're capitalists, not communists. The third thing I'm doing is my roommate on the carrier in Vietnam. I got court-martialed twice because I had disciplinary problems.
Okay. So you have that this year.
So anyway, I got
Do you
kicked out
need
as
help or
lieutenant. And he came out as a lieutenant general. So to make a colonel is really hard. Make 1 star almost impossible. He's a 2-star. He went to 3-star. Today's a congressman. Upper Michigan, his name is Jack Bergman. Congressman Bergman, 3-star General Bergman. We bought a house right next to the Capitol in Washington, D.C. He's going to live in it. It's going to be called the Rich Dad House.
Nice.
And we're going to have meetings at the Rich Dad House, and people are going to walk by all our products and all that. And those are 3 big initiatives for this year. One is Arizona State University, Prager University, and our AC house next to the Capitol. Our Rich Dad House. That's what we're up to.
Head to your
Amazing. It sounds like there's a
And DeSantis going to teach financial education in elementary schools in Florida.
amazing. Yeah, it just sounds like there's so much happening right now to fight all of this woke culture, the communism, the authoritarianism that's coming. So I love being part of this conversation. Robert, I want to thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure. I really enjoy all your books, everything you've taught. So thank you so much for coming.
Turn right, then turn right on West Avenue J.
Your audience first before I put my big mouth, put my foot in it. So thank you very much.
No, this is perfect. My audience will absolutely adore this.
It's simply that I believe in the freedom of speech. If you don't like it, it's your problem.
Turn right on West Avenue J.
Not my business. Stuff like that. I do like carrying a lot of it. That's why I carry from Vietnam. I don't want to go to a gunfight unless I have a machine gun.
Yeah, no,
Me too. I'm not going with that machine gun. I respect that. Very pro freedom. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed this show, please don't forget to hit the like button and hit subscribe so you never miss a video.
Turn left, then turn right on West Avenue J.
oh, because they call
Raida, Harvard. Raida.
Yeah.
Visst, inte jag med om. Sumanus successit, non Raida's car. Deus te, cred te poco tu ia tu ike. Ego avio, why fuck you, man, why fuck you.
Turn right on West Avenue J.
Neslamade, nesio. Tivi poco iago gratias. Matiuex.
Yeah, but
Amadeus Fortas.
when the days are good is when I get up at 5.
Cristianos.
Then, yeah.
Apud autores Cristianos praeteriti temporis. Sì, quale?
Yeah.
Quid amplius. Oh, gratis Andrea, tu.
Yeah,
Tu
it's so
sempre
slow.
Gratissimuses inter nostrum numero et situ iam
That's where he works at.
proectissimuses. Vos qui iam me perdere intelligitis et iam multo sanus et multum temporis studetis lingua
So he goes from here all the way.
gavissus sum vos interfuisse propteria quod exemplaria
He
verbella
reaches the 300.
linguistis hodie
But he's
et apoderimus per facile exemplaria dare. E quid mi fuit in animo, e pater benissimus meus, etiam apud Instagram aspectetis, e scutum romanum bilumque, rudemque, tenete spectandum
So he's not doing it
cursus
no more.
per Instagram meum. Esta ille spectat ad pelliculas. Salve pater. Imo, sigo de estas misiones mias. Sì, non legit non quando non nullo. Io non siete quelli fuiti in animo, proprio del modo del mater mia amicissima, amatissima, specta mia pelliculas.
Yeah, I didn't want to go to LA. Even though it's slow, you know, I get to take breaks, so I like it.
Yeah. It's cool.
I guess it depends. Maybe they've been here for longer periods and they get more requests. I don't know.
Because they told him when you apply here, and he had to report that he was living in so we
In a quarter mile, turn right on 10th Street West using the right lane.
Yeah,
because that's the only way he could get it right.
that's interesting. But I don't like going to LA because the it's the exits really, because some of the freeway exits are so sharp and
Turn
so
right on
like
10th Street West.
close by to other exits, and it just, you know, and I'm going 50 miles an hour and I can't.
Yeah, I know.
So even though it's low, I'd rather just be here.
I know. Now that I'm here, I go to Atlanta with client. What are they giving you free?
Yeah. That everybody's there.
It's so much.
I even had to make an exit near Hollywood to go to the hills to pick somebody up. Yeah, but that exit was like, it seemed like it was a sidewalk that was taken out just to make the exit, and there's no roundabout or anything. It's just make a right, and I'm going 50 miles an hour.
I know.
I was like, I can't believe it. Yeah.
Well, let's see what's up here. We got beautiful houses up there.
Yeah, I can't even understand why somebody would live there.
You know what they say? It's older with people. You take this too far.
Yeah.
That's where you start saying,
I just mean because the hills, you know, so many.
yeah, there's a lot of curve. It's crazy. But the houses are cool. I guess it's just money. I tell my husband that he bought it, people that are rich live in the hills. I mean, or live in the hills. And
Oh, and
so live at the bottom.
Wow.
Is in the rich in the hills. And
that's
poor
interesting.
in the
Yeah.
bottom. Because I went to people and everyone living that long. And I was like, all these people are so poor up there. Then the good houses were down in the wow. And
That's-
it's bumpy road.
Yeah, that's a good story to tell,
Yeah.
so people
It's weird how
can see the difference.
like living here is crazy. We don't have a house or
Wow.
Pero over there you can see like houses burning. They do it out here. They're always burning.
Yeah.
Not too long ago. Riverside, beautiful houses in there.
First of all, I don't understand why would I live in a place where I can't even drive normal street roads.
Yeah.
Then the floods and the earthquakes and things. I don't know.
Luckily here doesn't rain as us getting lakes everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm always waiting, doing stuff to his hair.
Uh-huh.
And so I go, oh, there you come. Because he likes the wheels when it's hot. I'm like, reading it.
Yeah. I used to at least, twist it a couple times, maybe like 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Yeah, but
He has his but it's beautiful. I always I wish I had your hair. It makes us falling apart. I still have thicker hair. Once I'm getting older, because it's getting less.
yeah. I twisted it, so I just left it.
Like, you could do
Yeah. I don't know. It's just dirt roads. Yeah.
Because I want you to
I don't want to go. I just want to stay here.
I like to explore. They never travel.
Turn right on West Avenue to 8.
Like I went 1 2 weeks ago. But I'm not much of a traveler.
Yeah, neither am I.
I like practicing.
I just want to stay home. Like, we work so hard. I tell my dad, people work so hard to get a house and they want to go.
Just wanted to get up.
In a quarter mile, turn left on 15th Street West using the left lane.
And luckily, I learned how to cook some.
Oh, you learn?
Yeah.
So
A lot of people think I'm
you do the tortillas because for your husband?
Turn left on 15th Street West.
Really? I never tried it, and I always try, but I never take that step. And it's going to be like so difficult for me to actually take the step and go try it.
Not everybody does it the same. No las hacen madre, me parecen caldos. And that's for love, but everybody that tastes my mom's bigger, they say, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know which one. It's delicious.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be very good, but I just.
Yeah, it's not really.
So it said birreria.
You just gotta taste the consomme. Can you tell them how to taste your consomme? And if you like the consomme, you don't like it. I know that the thing says here, but you can get the main entrance of the building. It would be like forward, I'll tell you.
Okay, yeah, you let me know.
Drop off Elizabeth on the right.
Yeah, let me know.
It's gonna be at the main entrance of the park.
Would you like
Okay.
thing in the back?
Tomorrow.
Oh, that's which side?
Right here.
Right here. You do all the Salvadorian dishes. The Salvadorian dishes.
Oh yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah, that's neat. She's from Mexico, and she's got all the Salvadorian dishes. That's her husband.
Dar dacă înțelegi un pic de engleză, înțelegi cum merge business-ul și sperie creatorul în care să creezi. Chiar dacă vei auzi aceeași idee repetându-se de vreo 30 de ori, să-ți fie de folos. Este unul dintre cele mai importante interviuri pe care le-am filmat. Deși știam exact cu cine mă cunosc. Eu sunt here from Romania. My name is George, and I want to meet you because not many do for a living. Most of the time you're a man, but you're also writing books and talking to people about business development, personal development. I'm not so sure you get them intertwined together. So how is it? How do you feel Romania? It's been your time here for the past 2 days, I understand.
Well, I came to Romania because my favorite relative was Romanian, and she was from Romania, and she moved to Paris in World War II and became the prima ballerina of Paris.
Okay.
And then after the war, she moved to America. She married my uncle, so she was Romanian, but she married Japanese uncle.
Okay.
And I went to school in New York in 1965, and her name was Lydia. And
What's her name?
Lydia,
of course.
His auntie. And she was my role model for women. She's beautiful, vivacious, artistic, businesswoman, and she fought for the French resistance. She didn't like the Russians.
She's a hero.
Oh yeah, she was.
An artist and a hero.
Yeah, so one night she had to drink with the Russians or something. And she had to go and dance in LA and Paris. And she was hurrying and she fell and broke her ankle. And the show must go on, so she taped her ankle, even though it was broken, and danced on a broken ankle. And she never danced again. So that's when she moved to New York and became an artist and sculptor. And then she had beautiful works of art. And she was just my role model for a beautiful, powerful, smart woman. So she's Romanian. But she would always tell me about how beautiful Romania was and the people. Sad because my brother never got out of the country during the communist regime.
So you know about communism.
I can say I know it because I wasn't here, but she was unhappy where she was happy in New York. So a lot of that, but so I'm here because of her land video. And so I've always wanted to see Romania, she's as beautiful as Paris.
So now you're mixing business with pleasure. You came to see the country, but you're also working.
I'm always working. I never stop working.
You never stop.
No.
Because you're not working for money, so you never stop.
Well, I'm a military officer. Military school teaches to work for a mission. What's your mission in life? And making money is really easy. I don't understand what the big deal is. So I retired a long time ago.
What of those the age you retired at? Again, the people
47.
47.
My wife was 37.
I'm planning on 45. You're fighting jet lag the right way. You're working.
I'm not fighting jet lag. I don't know what your obsession with jet lag is.
I don't know how you can travel so much.
I don't give a shit, that's why.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think about petty things, you know what I mean? What do you think about petty things?
What do you think about now?
Just leave me alone. I mean, I just think about the economy, business, world affairs. My job is to make complex financial systems simple enough so the average person can understand it. That is extremely difficult because most people are brainwashed when it comes to money. Go to school, get.
She said in Mexico, the rich people live at the bottom of the hills and the poor people live on the hills. But here in the U.S., everybody who's rich lives on the hills. The poor people live at the bottom of the hill. So much more different.
Find out what I know or tell me what you know, then don't interview me. Just you do your own stupid show. I'm trying to tell you something here, and you want to tell me how smart you are. That's very egotistical.
I'm here because I'm stupid. Let's get
Well,
that
then let
straight.
me explain something then, damn it.
Let's do it.
I'm trying to explain to you when they tell you get out of debt. That's stupid because the money is debt. And the only way money gets out of debt is via taxes. So all the people who work for money, red, rich, dead, poor, dead, what's lesson number one?
Rich people don't work for money.
Correct. Money is debt. I use debt as money. And everybody thinks getting in debt is bad. Well, who told you that? I think the stock market is for losers. Why would you put money in the stock market when it's manipulated? That's what I think about. Someone's watching the manipulation going on behind the scenes. That's what my brain is focusing on all the time. And I don't pay taxes. The question is, how is it I don't pay taxes? I can tell you. That's an important question. Because most Romanians and most people in the United States cheat on their taxes because they hate taxes so much. But you don't have to cheat on taxes if you understood how money was working.
New message from Jose.
You think Donald Trump
Message
pays
from Trip
taxes?
Coordinator. White and black. Room number
Nobody has seen these things
101.
with us.
Contact
Yeah,
radar
I
upon
know,
arrival.
my friend. We don't pay taxes. And that's the question. How is it we do that? So that's an intelligent question. The reason you can't ask me this question is because you don't know how I do it. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about how do I make money? How do I serve more people? How do I create new businesses? Make more money and pay less taxes and serve more people.
Okay, so you said you're a friend of Donald Trump. And do you agree with his economical policies? Because now
I don't want to talk about Donald Trump. You can go talk about whatever you want to talk about. I want to talk about what I know about.
well,
I don't.
it's supposed to be an interview. And I'm trying to
Yeah,
give a
but you
little
can talk
context
about
to my
what you want
viewers.
to talk about. I don't want to talk about Donald Trump.
Okay, what would you like to talk about?
I just told you money and debt.
Money and debt.
Money, debt, and taxes, because that's what money is.
Okay,
And the person has been told to go to school, get a job, and work hard. You're going to pay taxes. Why? Because you work for money. So the question, well, how does a person not work for money and pay no taxes?
so my viewers, Romanians don't understand so much about capitalism. And from what I'm reading and what I'm learning, most of Americans also, they shift from understanding capitalism as freedom to thinking of it as in a bad way. What should the people understand about this way of living? Because we cannot all be rich. People need to get some jobs. Or should we all try and look at how we can change our lives in the way you show it in your books, in your keynotes?
It's up to the person. It's up to the person. It's free choice. You want to be an employee, you choose to be an employee. You want to be an entrepreneur, you choose to be an entrepreneur. But you've got to study. They're two different people. What you have to study is different. Mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. They're different people. An entrepreneur is extremely different than an employee. But it's a different study. The trouble is our school system trains us to be employees. Go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, pay your taxes, get out of debt, and invest in the stock market. That makes you poor.
You've had the chance to be taught early. You've been challenged early. Most people don't get that chance. Where should people start?
question the saying I just gave you. Go to school. What do you learn about money?
The fact that you just told me that you need to go to get a job to have money.
I didn't say that. You said that.
I said that. This is what we've been told.
Yes, so go to school, get a job. Question that.
Okay. So if I'm starting to question it, if a young person is looking at this and they say, okay, I'm ready to challenge that, what do I tell to my father? I'm not going to school anymore.
I didn't say that. You said that.
I said that, of course.
I just said question. What's wrong with getting a job?
I look for a job to understand how the system works, but I'm not so sure if it works to anyone but you.
I thought you read much down for that.
Of course, but not everyone has done so. So I was trying to.
There's less a number of rich down for that.
Rich people don't work for money.
And so in the school system, so you get a job, what do?
You become a slave.
You work for money. And what's wrong with working for money?
That it makes you come back to work and you become a slave.
You pay taxes.
And you pay taxes, of course.
And then they tell you to save money. Why would you save money when they're printing money?
Everybody's printing money now.
Why would you save money when they're printing money?
I know you don't save money. Businesses.
Why would you save money when they're printing money?
Because you didn't, I don't know.
Been told to do.
Of course.
So question that. You see, if you cannot think, I cannot. I question all that. Why would I save money when they print money? That's what happened in 1971. President Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. They can print as much as they like. Then they tell you, so that you go to school, you get a job, become an employee. You pay taxes because you're working for money. Then they tell you to save money. Do you know why they tell you to save money?
I don't know.
Because the banking market has nothing to do with communism or capitalism. It's the banks run the world. The rich run the world. They don't care if you're communist or capitalist. So when you save, so let's say you save $1 US, €1, €1, the banking system can lend out 10.
In a quarter mile, turn left on 50th Street West using the left lane.
System. The fractional reserve system is also printing money. And they tell you to save money, so they want you to save money so they can lend out more money 10 times. So your dollar became worthless 10 times over. And
Turn left on 50th Street West.
they used to pay you 10% interest on your money. Now it's just 1%. And they're still lending it out 10 times. So that's why you don't save money, is because your money is becoming worth less and less and less and less and less. The banks are getting richer and richer and richer. Then they tax you on that interest. They pay you that 1% interest if they pay you that much. Japan is 0. And the Japanese are so stupid, they still save money.
You also have 0.
Yeah, and they still save money. How stupid is that? So that's what I'm questioning. So look at that happens. Now, if I borrow money, guess what? Do I pay taxes on debt?
In a quarter mile, turn right.
Yes, no.
Why's that?
I know.
So this is what I'm saying. Okay, question carefully. Okay, so when they lend out money, that's how money is created. Money is debt.
How do you store value then? Because we all
Turn
work,
right, then turn
and
right.
we have let's say a lifespan of when we are productive, and then comes retirement, and you retire early.
Because I don't follow the go to school, get a job, work hard, and save. So that's hypnosis. They hypnotize people into being employees, work hard, pay taxes, save money.
Please
get
call
out
the
of
rider
debt,
when you
those
arrive.
things done.
Yeah, okay.
Until you
Were you
question
calling me or
those sayings, those words.
I think he was.
So how?
Hey,
So when they lend out, why is
Head to your
tax
drop 2131 East Avenue Q1.
I don't know.
Because that's how money is created.
Turn right on West Avenue L8.
And so the banks love it. They love people borrowing lots of money.
Sorry, I
So
didn't
how
ask
do I
you. It
get
was you,
rich?
right?
Yeah.
Calling me. Okay.
And I
Sorry, I
buy
just-
assets.
When I get there, you can tell me.
One person
But you were on the
borrows
other
money,
side.
buys
Yeah.
liabilities like purses, cars, houses, and they get poorer and poorer and poorer. But I use debt. I borrowed $300 million after the crash dollars. In 2000, by 2010, I borrowed $300 million to buy real estate. That made me rich. And the interest rates kept coming down, so my cost of money kept coming down. And everybody else is saying, well, we should get out of debt. You know why? Because they don't question the hypnosis they're under. You've been hypnotized to work hard for money, to save it. The fractional reserve system prints it.
In a quarter mile, turn left on Columbia Way using the left
Pay
lane.
taxes and taxes, so I get the liabilities and debt, and I get rich. So the question is, how do you learn to use debt to get rich? Because they tell you not to get out of debt. So all I'm saying to you is, if a person does not
What happened?
question
Dile
what
qué es lo
they've
que
been
pasó.
taught,
Tú no- también de veras.
they'll always be hypnotized into being poor. Then you put it in the stock market. You know, in pensions, right? So let's say I put $100 in a pension. When do I get that money back?
She asked you. She asked
Most
you
Romanians don't
what
even
happened.
dream of
Turn left on Columbia Way.
I understand that.
Yeah,
It's
and then
not
it's
just
called
Romanians, but it's worldwide. This is why I think, this is why I work, this is why I teach. You have to question what they're teaching.
like I said.
So I put my money in a pension. I might not ever get it back because they could lose it. So the question I always say is, well, when do I get my money back?
That's why
And the average
said in
person
the
is
beginning,
the time.
Give me an example of who you cannot mess with.
Using the right lane, make a slight right turn on.
There has to be someone in the house or in the group that
The
you
whole thing was
don't
designed
even know.
to keep
And,
you.
and if you say something, it might
So
say
that's why
back
I would get
that you're
on
never
20%
right.
questions.
That's
What's already been put in their head. And that's what my point
Besides,
is.
there's only one person like that.
And that's an American. Same as Romania, it's not very different. We save money
I feel
in the stock
that
market.
she
You never get your money back.
will turn around and tell you.
look up to the American dream? Is it all fake? I'm coming out here because
No, please let me finish, okay?
Oh, you're not there because
Until you question what's already in your head, you will do what's already in your head.
okay.
There is a, I don't know
I wish I could show you
question
the
about
pictures.
this.
Check it
I
out.
because the words become
Que
flesh.
no me mire
Go
y
to
cierra
school,
la
get
puerta
a
para
job,
que no
work
me
hard, save money, debt, invest in stock market.
que ya no me estará
Until you question that, you're hypnotized. You'll be a poor person all your life.
Okay, this is a very short question. So, what would you choose between Apple
There's a
or Tesla?
restaurant right there by
If you had the money to buy it,
So,
like that.
the companies, if you had the money to buy Apple or Tesla, what would you buy?
I just told you I don't invest in the stock market.
But in companies, in businesses,
Eso es lo que no me gusta.
either of them.
No. So I don't get my money back.
The road.
I want my money
you're not
back.
gonna be home.
Okay. Gold or Bitcoin?
Water.
Gold.
Fight or flight?
That's a stupid question. It's not
Sometimes people that fight lose.
what? What's wrong with losing?
Okay.
Question. Superficial questions. Rather than why wouldn't I invest in Apple or Tesla? So that's a more important question.
It's an open question. You can put it
Why wouldn't I invest in it?
because you don't get your money back.
Yes.
I'm starting to learn.
Yes. I can make money much faster than Apple or Tesla. It's dead. I wouldn't use my money.
But do you think they use their money to grow?
Of course not. Look at Amazon. This guy Bezos, right? He's one of the richest men in the world. Do you think he pays any taxes?
He doesn't even pay much profit to his investors.
Do you think Bezos became a billionaire paying taxes?
I wouldn't bet on it.
He doesn't pay taxes. Try.
So she didn't just tell
So the question is,
tell her I want to
how
move forward.
does you do it is the question you should be asking.
Because the rich people make
Even though I
laws.
haven't seen it. Porque
Study
Rashanda, she hasn't even
I wouldn't go to school.
I appreciate you for taking the time.
Thank you. Thanks for putting up with me.
I appreciate you challenging
No.
people all the time.
No, because maybe
For your interviews and your
why are they
your
giving
workshops and
applications
everything. Like that's so
if
much
they don't
of
have
the
units
books and
available,
keep
they
on
shouldn't
reading.
be giving
I'm
applications.
not that smart. I'm not smart enough for that.
Just question what you've been taught.
I've been doing that, and
But
for
I'm
the
gonna
past,
talk, es que quiero
so
cuando
the past
pase
year,
el
for
earning,
example,
quiero que
I
pare.
stopped
Pero más
saving
que
money,
no.
putting money into a company instead of saving into
No,
a personal
take a
account.
picture of these
That's good.
so one
Making some changes. Congratulations.
Small changes.
the phone number
But
que
then
le
talking
dio
to
por
a
Shanda
this week, I'm all taught to do the stuff you said. So they need to start.
that's
And that's why I said
somewhere
challenge.
donde tenía mi which is that you dar mi tu información para que tengan
Why would you go to school and learn nothing about it? Why would you pay
That's a very tough question, and we have that issue. But
It's not just Romania. Please understand, it's not just Romania. You must think, today, if you complain, I don't make enough money in Romania. You have a cell phone, make money. You can make money in dollars, yeah, do flop pesos, It's just like to think. If a person doesn't change what's inside their head, the actual thoughts running their brain, which are words, they'll never change. So the change begins when you question, go to school, get a job, work hard, pay taxes, save money, get out of debt, and the rest of the stuff until you question that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to say anything about the new book?
Well, fake. My new book, Fake, is just that. It's how I don't lose any money and how I don't pay any taxes. Because it's fake money, fake teachers, fake assets, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs. I don't touch any of that garbage. That's what you've been taught to do.
oh yeah
Running out to California for Christmas.
Fake is fake.
Thank you, Mr. Fusen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. V-am spus că va fi o călătorie destul de zbuciumă. Sper că v-a fost de folos ce ați auzit. Sper că rămâneți măcar cu
Keep right on to California 14 South.
și încercați să o aplicați în viața de zi cu zi. Nu vă încurajez să renunțați la școală sau să vă dați demisia astăzi. Vă încurajez pe toți cei pe care îi cunosc să se gândească foarte serios de ce fac lucrurile pe care le fac. Și alegem întotdeauna să facem primul rând lucrurile care îți fac ție. Dacă reușești să le transformi și în business, cu atât mai bine. Ia totuși cum strop de sare ce spune Robert Kiyosaki este la București pentru o conferință unde este plătit răcește să învețe pe alții cum să facă bani. Într-o perioadă în care businessurile lui ar avea nevoie de puțin mai mult ajutor. Toate acestea, Robert Kiyosaki este celebru pe internet, clipurile lui au milioane, zeci de milioane de vizionări și toți avem ceva de învățat. Dar așa cum am învățat noi în țara asta, mai de la periferie așa, oamenii aceștia foarte deștepți care sunt fixe pe noi, unii dintre ei sunt bine intenționați și unii aceia gândește în primul rând ce poți folosi în viața ta de zi cu zi, multă înțelepciune. Nu uita să dai un like, un share și un subscribe dacă ți-a fost de folos și acest podcast. Până data viitoare să-ți fie numai bine.
Today, I have a very well-known and respected businessman. We're going to be talking everything from money, debt, taxes to the corruption in the financial and education system. Joining me on the show today, we have a member of Rich Dad Poor Dad, and is Robert Kiyosaki. Robert, welcome to the show. No, I'm honored to have you. Thank you so much. Now, this show is all about freedom and entrepreneurship, and I want to explore all of these themes. So let's get straight into this. Rich Dad Poor Dad is the most iconic book when it comes to, understanding the system, money and taxes. And I think the reason is because people can't get that information anywhere else. We're not taught it in school. So I want to kick this off by asking you, why is financial literacy just important to schools?
That's a very good question.
no me quieres su tiempo de puedo meterme en la paredes.
I'm about 9 years old. I asked my elementary school teacher what we learned about money, and she spoke like this. She had chopsticks in her hair, and she says to us,
me miramos en I would talk to my sponsor first about it and then know that I wanted to es que me pasó algo. Entonces, pues conocí a muchachos, los actores, me la puse en la nariz, and I'm like, bitch, okay, hold on. You claim that you had 4 years of this this guy, how about the doctors? You put a gun in your face and tell them and talk to this guy.
Well, when you buy this, and by the time you
no hablas de nostrils, yo fucking cover them. Y alguien me dice, pues, I didn't have no, me hizo entender que he didn't have no choice. And I was in my head, bitch, you did have a choice. You could have said no. Pero como me dijo, y there was a one happened to me. I turned to my sponsor and told him, this is shit, I'm never check my life. And I told them, what, did you see me?
So why were you on it?
No. You don't read the part, or you hear the part, but you don't want to listen.
Take right exit to the road toward California 130 East Palmdale Boulevard. Finish the line.
What about conversations like this? What about fucking
In fact, a recent masterwork said in late March, returned investors.
Keep left toward Palmdale, then turn left on West Palmdale Boulevard.
After just 36 days. Masterworks offers art from legends like Picasso, which is then securitized with the SEC and broken into shells. You can find Masterworks' filings at sec.gov. The links are in the description. Each of Masterworks' 12 sales to date has returned a net profit in excess of 9%.
those are church
All
people.
the way up to 39% for each Georgia condo piece. As a result, paintings can sell out in
Are you talking about the band? Or
No, I'm talking about
Masterworks are free in 8 weeks. So you can get special access by clicking my link in the description to invest and learn more about
They're probably
Masterworks'
using this hotel
impressive
for isolation.
Well, it's very simple because my dad, I find bugging him enough.
Maybe it's not a hotel. No, es joven y que nada.
Turn
yo, I
left
searched
on West
that shit
Palmdale Boulevard.
para ver si nos podemos separar para no estar en la casa. Y no había nada en ningún lado. Solo me enseñaron dónde están. En USC.
What's that?
Right there where X5. There's 2 hotels.
What's the difference, you know? And my poor dad says, well, an entrepreneur must know about it. An entrepreneur must speak the language. What? And then my poor dad says, well, I said, what are you as a school teacher? I'm an employee. And what about you? Why don't you
Okay,
speak?
okay.
Oh, this is
I'm gonna tell you something, but you need to.
paychecks.
Obvio.
So that's
There's
what
a, there, I
9
really
years
want to
old.
move to the apartment that you want to live.
So
But I
almost
want to
had
see
to
him.
take
Because if I move to an apartment y que está bien chiquito, no me va a gustar. You should have went with me to an early when you moved the first time. Mom and Shadows. That was not that bad.
My rich dad never went to school.
Pero está chiquito. La cosita está chiquita. En la sala, chiquita. Y luego me dice el guy, this is the dining room. This is the kitchen. I'm like, it's all together.
Well, aren't you used to chiquitos?
Places, because we all know as entrepreneurs, we're salesmanship with kids, with the customers. So the more you said no,
If it goes about,
the more you got
if
so
it goes
it's
about,
like
spot.
Remember, Richard, that's number 2. This is if I teach you have to work for me for free. And I said, why for free? He says, because if I fail, you're like dead. The reps don't.
Usted no, obvio, feo de mira.
Right there. It's
Sí,
not work for me.
we can try, but don't. Dice,
So that's when the whole thing started about financial education. And I realized that, I worked at, it was my first PhD, was just for homeless
"Usted
professionals.
pensó, no, ni con papas
In the
podía.
academic world and in school teachers. Listen, they don't know good people. They don't know.
Ay, pues, si tuviera yo el
And
video,
very active say, well, I got my PhD, then I'll be safe.
yo creo que
What's that? So he went to Stanford, Chicago, Northwestern. Still learned nothing about them. That's right, kids, the young kids, what your generation today, they're just brain, but they're indoctrinated, not educated.
Son las que no se.
Black Lives Matter,
No, ¿cómo que no?
critical race,
Salah.
critical race. I don't know.
Por eso,
I don't know what's going on. Our education system is more equipped today than, let's say, 60 years ago when it was kids.
The difference between employee and entrepreneur is fascinating. What it means to get a paycheck and how it changes your mentality. We're going to get into all of that. And the whole work culture, I'm surprised it turned out the way it did. But in terms of you talking about assets versus liabilities, and many people
you
were shocked when
cannot
you said
eat
that
a
a
little
house
piece
is
of rock.
actually a liability. So why is it a liability? Can you explain the difference between an asset?
You're fucked. You're gonna burn your hand. You're gonna burn your vein. You're gonna fucking shut your hand off.
Language of money is very the definition of
Me caí gordo con eso.
and the good thing about it is when it's just level, just speak the language of
But
money.
I'm afraid it's gonna go over.
This is the same as
Just do it.
Spanish. In chapter 4, generation.
Why do you keep saying this is gonna roll over? How do you know
A
that?
school system, you learn the language of a school teacher. Go to school, you get a job.
In a quarter mile, turn left on 15th Street East using the left lane.
Okay, if you know what you're doing, then do it.
So like we're dead.
Why are you saying that it's
Passive.
It's a
And
very
the
nice
state
thing.
said,
But it means they can move, right?
No, por
gives
eso.
us the power of words.
Okay, that's what it means roll over. So that's what it means.
Turn left on
They can
15th
have
Street
the
East.
vein. It's a vein registers, right?
Obsessed with school.
A la hora de picarlo, it can roll over, like it can move.
1965.
And I'm like, how do you know
That's
that?
the works.
Y de contar
And as I read them at the military school, and reading them, I realized, my God, that was
I'm like, I'm seeing my fucking damn veins right now. What are you talking about?
they
can't see nothing.
abolished real estate.
What is it?
They Klaus Schwab says, you will have
Did
nothing.
you used to use a lot? I don't use that kind of
It's all gone. It's not
Why don't people realize that? Because that statement, you'll have nothing and be happy by 2030, it's just
In a
so
quarter mile, turn right on East Avenue
so
Q.
evil. I feel it in my soul. So when I feel how evil that is, but a lot of people aren't aware of how it's so communist, so toxic.
Well, because, you know,
I like those apartments where
education, it doesn't speak specifics. They speak for generalities, like just saying, we should all be
Turn right on East Avenue Q.
And I do it. Yes, I agree. We should be
we should but not be reality.
exactly.
So the post-modernist communist, the Marxist or academic system, they speak of these platitudes like equality, this, that, you know. It's as not specific as possible, but as a capitalist, I must be thanks. But they want to change history, you know, 1619, and the real fact is, you know, America, we got to pay taxes. But Marx said, graduating taxes is essential for the spread of communism. That's what my father worked at. He believed in paying taxes. My rich dad look at the work of taxes. And so when you look at what Biden's doing right now, just putting 87,000 IRS agents on board, the reason is they're going after small businesses. They're going for the small entrepreneur. They can't touch me. You know, because that's small to pay taxes. I can do it legally. And that's why I make fun of my friends Peter Schiff and Mark Moss, they're living in Puerto Rico. I said, if you're a real estate guy, yeah, you can live in Puerto Rico, you can live anywhere you want and not pay taxes, you know. But And again, was Marx who said a graduating tax was essentially discredited companies. But the real facts are
In a quarter mile, turn right on 22nd Street East.
was called an unanswerable in England. It was Boston Tea Party that said, screw you, we're not paying taxes. And so the real facts are America was founded as a tax-free nation.
Turn right on 22nd Street East, then turn right on East Avenue Q1.
Revolutionary War, just look at the facts, look at history. But now these academic types, they want to learn history. They want to use this platitude that we're all
Turn right on East Avenue Q1, then drop off
Love
the
is
same
love.
on the right.
And that one. Love is love.
That doesn't apply to me.
Yeah, that's a very basic statement.
We're good.
Well,
I don't want to pay taxes on it. I do.
Drop off
Yeah, I
the
couldn't
same on
say
the
that
right.
if I was not legal.
did you know that you don't have to pay taxes? You can move
Fine,
to
man, thank
another
you.
country and
Thank
pay
you.
zero taxes legally. You might have seen my interview
you.
with Wealthy Expat, who does exactly this for you. They've helped over 500 crypto investors and entrepreneurs like Imagaji and Hamza lower their taxes down to 0% legally. And you can do it too in as little as just 2 weeks. Wealthy Expat will hold your hand and help you throughout the entire process, setting you up in a tax-free country like the UAE with the help of tax experts, lawyers, and accountants. So if you're interested in paying 0% taxes, then just book a free call with Wealthy Expat using the link in the description below. I'm with you. So let's understand how you do it. You talk about, don't save money in a bank account. So let's start there. Why shouldn't people be saving money in a bank account?
That'd be crazy. They printed more money in the last 5 years than ever. America is now the biggest debtor nation in history. Why don't they teach that in school? Our debt to GDP a few years ago was 90%.
Turn left on 22nd Street East, then turn right on East Avenue Q.
Today it's about 125%. The more they print money, the deeper in debt we get. And so what's happening right now, they print more money to give it to a skill like stimmy checks and all that drops as well, which is bonds and total contracts and markets.
Turn right on East Avenue Q, then make a slight right turn.
It's money from the government. I don't touch anything from the government, but they touch my stimmy check. I don't pay stimmy check. But anyway, so they increased the debt. And now we can't pay it off. And then they're going to raise interest rates into a recession. No. We got to be kidding. This guy Biden's going to crush this the whole country. Europe's in more serious trouble than we are. Germany's in serious trouble. England's in trouble. Japan's in horrible problems.
Make a slight right turn, then turn right.
So this whole thing starts in academics. Why don't they teach us about that? So they're going to raise it. So the debt's going up. We can't pay it off anymore. They're going to raise interest rates and tax rates because the economy slowed so much. Our taxes are going down. That means the debt's going to accelerate. It's still a debt spiral. We're in a debt spiral. I think we're maybe 2 weeks to 2 years out from biggest crash. Now what I'm talking about is this book here, which the profits that a lot of people make. I can prove I made in this book, which was in 2013. It followed the 2008 crash. And it says here why the biggest crash in history is still coming and how you can prepare yourself to profit from it. But I'm going to change the title from why the biggest crash in history is here. And I think it's too late for those people here.
I know it's in the book. What can people do to prepare for it? Just
Well, if they understand that when markets crash, that's like even markets having a sale.
Yeah.
If David was having a sale, would you be buying?
I guess.
You'd be shopping,
Yeah.
So I can sexually stimulate the markets crashing.
Hello.
2008 when it crashed. I backed up the truck. I borrowed
For
$1
Anthony?
million. Now this guy Dave Ramsey, a friend of mine, he says, live debt free. And for 95% of the population, debt free is
Head to your drop off at 2301 East Palmdale Boulevard.
If you have a financial education, if you're rich dad, talking to a rich dad, poor dad, debt is money. So I use debt to buy real estate and big things. So today, if I'm on, I drive a Ferrari. I was driving my Ferrari, but the Ferrari's a liability. But of course, an asset. But to me, it's a liability because I got insurance, gas, and all tax and all that stuff. So before I buy my Ferrari, I might buy, let's say, a store. And mini storage equipment and the cash flow from the mini storage pays for my Ferrari. So I get richer using nice cars. But of course, Dave Ramsey will say, well, that's good for
Just ahead, turn right on 25th Street East.
and you don't drive the nice cars, don't even sale. I think this is fine. I'd rather be rich than this.
Turn right on 25th Street East.
I don't mean this don't suck at it. But you want this makes sense to me. This is the plan. I'm in Miami, which place is spectacular. I know I have to leave Hawaii. Because Hawaii is a common trip. Portugal is a common trip. And I don't know. I just can't stand it.
In a quarter-mile, turn right.
I get that freedom in my school to be that. But places and races take this these races there.
Turn right.
Not smart either, so. But this is racist.
Drop off, Anthony.
So why? I hate to say this, but they're racist. But I have friends who live in Hawaii, or white people, houses. You know, because the locals, natives, just Asian, don't like them. It's all of a sudden not happening.
Drop off, Anthony.
When I see on cards and bags and all this stuff, I just watch what people are doing, not what they're saying. Blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. I don't listen to what a person says.
You sure is this okay?
I think it's so fascinating. And one, I didn't know why he was racist.
Everybody's racist.
Everybody's racist.
Everybody's racist. That's like, what's your racist? Here's whatever.
I get it. But I want to touch on the financial crisis. Very much.
Head to your pickup at 3135 East Avenue S.
Crazy. Excited to hear how it works out. But in terms of banks, I want to go back a little bit. You say
Just ahead, turn left to stay on East Palmdale Boulevard.
Elaborate.
Well, I mean, a lot of them. Those are the biggest things. Trouble. No one ever else was environment, you know. Obama was the
Turn left to stay on East Palmdale Boulevard.
you know what I mean? I watch what the person does, not what they say.
Turn left on 22nd Street East, then turn left on East Palmdale Boulevard.
2009, when we bail out, they bailed out first General Motors and banks. You ever help the middle class with those things? No. Always watch what a person does.
Why did that happen? Why are the banks getting bailed out? Why is it so important to protect the banks?
What did you, I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know why, but it starts happening. That's what you teach you speak the language of the school teacher. I speak the language of the Catholics. You know, I know this one is I know what bailout is. If you read the book, Richard Jekyll Island, it's the book on how the Fed was created. It's Jekyll Island. I think in 1913 is the opening chapter. Is the name of the game is bailout. So every time I stare at the banks in Chicago, they'll set up a bailout pitch. No, they wouldn't do that. I mean, we're supposed to be volatile. No.
Turn left on East Palmdale Boulevard.
Those guys. That's why I don't save money. I borrow money. That's why I don't put stocks off for months of ETFs. Like Tony Robbins recommends. Touch things. And I don't trust the school system. So I am an entrepreneur. I can create my own assets. I don't need to buy things.
So let's define then the difference between good debt versus bad debt, because you said most people shouldn't get into debt because that would just wipe them out. So what's the difference?
This wasn't. So I buy, I bought this property, San Antonio, and now, with the Chinese, what they use this for me, for us. And the San Antonio property ranch, it's mismanaged by the owners. They stripped all the copper wire out of the place, took all the fixtures out, and then suddenly it was a foreclosure. So that's what a lot of foreclosures do. They take the assets. So I walk into this place, and in San Antonio, I think it was 18, 20 bucks. The toilet thing from the fireplace. Copper wire. Carpets all taken out. And then I look at this building. And look what's on this. The biggest crap I ever saw. So I think the big this is so bar. And it was a bank. But the tax was they got to file 20. You fix it. This is good language of money. We spend a lot. And operating it. So then we rehab.
In a quarter mile, turn right on 30th Street East using the right lane.
And operating it. And now let's see. 20. 40. Wall Street. Oh, 40 bucks. Don't flip. So what we do is we borrow it.
Turn right on 30th Street East.
Yeah, it's tax-free. You can understand that. That's how powerful the banking system is. I'm not against the banks. I like tax-free money, which is and everybody and it's go and free, you need to. You don't have to.
So how and why is that tax free?
Because the banks can show you don't have economic stripes. The way money is so only until I go to the bank, a lot of them borrow money. That's what savers, they don't want you. Savings is a liability to you. Why? Because the bank has to pay you interest on it. They don't want your savings. They want your credit right now. You understand that? Everything's opposite. We said this all coins and three sides. Head, tails, and the edge. Financial intelligence is stand on the edge and see what is right on both sides. Then they put like our school simplest right there. That's why school people they don't even know they are. They believe in labor. The pilots are on strike right now for labor. I would never join labor. Not that I say it's wrong. I'm not a communist. I'm not a Marxist. Workers of the world unite. That was Karl Marx. How about the election? Stalin said it's not votes that count. It's who counts the vote that counts.
But back to the whole printing money, inflation, not saving money. Like you mentioned, there's unprecedented amounts of money to be printed in the last 2 years since COVID. So what would you recommend people do now? What should they be buying? What asset should they be buying?
I don't give financial advice. I'm always on Fox and all that talking about consumer concept. It's Bitcoin, which is Bitcoin. And then there's fake fiat, the US dollar, pound, peso. But the most important thing is I say again, money is just words. And words are free. And to change
In a quarter mile, turn left on East Avenue S2.
So the last two, so given you protected freedom and Vietnam, the last 2 years, COVID must have been shocking for you.
Well, it was. I think it was coming. I told you. I'm sure this book about the sun. I didn't hate it. Yeah, I said this was the reason. I said it. This is what I do. This is what I do. Listen to what people
Be right there.
they say, but what they do. What are they doing? Not what they're saying. Words are cheap.
Turn left on East Avenue S2, then turn left on 31st Street East.
This was 2014, that was 9 years ago. The stock market crashes. The stock market crashes. The stock is real estate. The stocks are bonds. And
Turn left on 31st Street East, then turn right on East Avenue S1.
now, that's like David Marcus having to say. I'm excited.
Yeah. So that $300 million loan, which you took during the 2008 crash, amazing opportunity. How do you go about borrowing?
Turn right on East Avenue S1,
So
then make a U-turn.
I understand this. The banks have money. They don't want your savings. That's why, well, you should save money. Why would I do that with that quantitative easing idiot? Why would you do that when they're printing more money than ever in the history of the world? Why would you save money when America's the biggest debtor nation in world history? You've got to be really effing stupid.
Make a U-turn to stay on East Avenue S1.
Guess what, sweethearts? Give us the money. We'll fix your problem. Which do you want?
Pick up Aurora.
Well, let's say $20 million. They give me the money for everything. And to fix it.
Make a U-turn to stay on East Avenue S1, then pick up Aurora.
Real estate, but it's not nice. We can do a different language. The real estate guy says NOI and says just words free. Learn the language. And so they said, okay, got the net operating income out. And they said, you want to flip this? No, because it has tax consequences. It's called capital gains. Don't sell anything. So we borrowed out the $20 million for 110 properties. That's how you get rich. You have to learn the language, vocabulary of money. And not what I'm saying, what am I doing?
And is it because of capital gains why you just won't touch the stock market, won't touch Amazon,
I don't
Tesla?
trust it.
You don't trust it.
I can make my own assets. I'm a full-blown entrepreneur. Doesn't mean I don't have stocks. There's stocks in my company. July 8th, 2022. I took my first company public in the New York Stock Exchange. I've taken it public before the Toronto Stock Exchange. I'm a capitalist. I'm an entrepreneur. So I took my gold mine on the New York Stock Exchange with the help of a Canadian friend of mine. And the gold mine this time was although you tell Mormon mine. Oh, you're and no, I'm just saying they're Mormons out there. My friends are like anybody. Not communists. But anyway, the Mormons are very, very good with money as a general rule. They're very, very good. But this is a 140-year-old gold mine. It was just sitting. And this friend from Canada called up a young guy, much my brother's age there. Calls up and says, guess what? I said, what? I said, maybe they missed the mail. 140 years ago, they missed the mail. It's a techie. So you went into 140 years of records and individual lives.
Said something earlier which not
Oh,
They
and your
say,
brain
or it
will
might
change.
just be
And
Family Dollar.
if you learn never to work for money, you will be
Like
rich.
that one,
So
I got
this
this one from
is
the
fascinating. I really like this. So
Mr.
can
Jasmine.
you explain this philosophy in further
the
detail?
Family
What
Dollar.
changes in the brain when
That's-
something gives you a future?
It's more for girls. You can check it, open it if you want.
Turn right on Olive Drive.
Oh, there you go.
And then you're going to
Turn right on Olive Drive.
never had a page. I don't need a page. But that's
I think it's just Family Dollar that.
If you don't change the words that we have in our head, it's like me sitting in Japan, wondering where to go to school. I speak Japanese. So most of the people, I would say 90% of the world is
In a quarter mile, turn left on 25th Street East.
Why does it look like something like She,
But
that's so
$87,000 IRS
James has to buy in
Why do you think they're doing
because
Turn left on 25th Street
that?
East.
It's war with the middle class.
your own stressing. Yes.
that's how this is emotional.
Why does it show?
Because they own nothing.
What's their greater agenda?
I would wrote up a book just came out this year. It's called Capitalist Manifesto.
Yeah.
And all it is quotes. We've been warned for so many years. Like I said, I read the Communist Manifesto, 1965. I was 18 years old. That's what it was. And I have an American teacher and a coach. Snowflake University. Best teacher. And instructor. So I'm sitting 18 years old, sitting in this class, and I'm studying, reading communism, meetings, and it's good. And that was really our economics teacher, and that's where books, novel, and I'm a pop. That's what I read. And I was studying for $50. I said, maybe when I graduated from King's School, I was graduated later. Very first job. That's it.
In a quarter mile, turn right on Pear Blossom Highway. Turn right on Pear Blossom Highway.
You want to kill people as a pilot. You want to kill people, join the military. It's really quite black and white clear, you know. I said, well, I'm going to go to Vietnam. I didn't have to. The traffic said, it's like, it's like, just drug acres. I built this education paid off. You know, it's not. It's a way. It's a so, I'm something this was teaching. What you guys do? You guys do? You don't have. It's that I am a Marine. I speak like a Marine. I am a Marine. These were my values. Very, very Marine. My attorney, very second year. You know, different value systems.
I see a car. How long did that car? How long? What's it over there? Oh, those were the poor mom makes them.
Boys and raised by their moms, those guys are flipping out, and they go to school and college and school teachers. So now you're going to play, well, there's no men out there, so I was like, we're taught by
Web-centric systems.
yes. And then they said, well, let's let the boy go into the girls' restroom. As a guy, I wouldn't mind. There's better way to achieve thrills. You know what I mean? And so it's so messed up. And but I am hard because there's some horrible things. There's a bunch of life expectancy of 30 days. 30 days. If I did about 30 days, I would have flown transfers to CH47, CH53, different mission. Gunship special went down 3 times. My biggest job was to go home and news. That was my job. I never fought to kill. I fought for marriage. I fought for freedom. And I came home and I became the very first president. this was another show.
Sounds like her crowd.
I know. That's just get killed.
that's a very powerful way to show that there's a freedom of speech and freedom in general.
Yeah, so I fight back for that.
Yeah.
That's the reason what the bill teaches.
And you mentioned you sort of touched on the war of men, which is quite interesting. Do you feel like there's a greater war of men than there is of women? Do you feel like there's this focus on sort of feminizing men? Is that what you're saying?
The break, what they call it, short organization. Or in Spanish, ballones, all sort of. I've never been to Swish. I mean, it's something that's for people after the Swish. It's up there. Other good thing is
It is, yeah, less competition for you on the market. There you go. But why? There must be a reason why they're trying to, and I'll use the word, create a solution for feminized men. And men are the ones that go to war. Men are the ones that protect themselves.
Mile turn left.
My friends,
Turn left.
found that his wife was an army nurse in Afghanistan. And I said, where is she? We're at a party in Phoenix. And I went up to her, this gave her a big hug and thanked her. So I was his friends. Because there are times as pilots we picked up bodies. And so we have bodies that got small stuff apart. I don't know how they're living.
Just ahead, drop off Aurora.
Ash Hospital, China Beach. Outside of Da Nang in Vietnam, and these women, these nurses,
So much appreciated.
Drop off Aurora.
and we just take off.
Yes, I know.
I never said thank you to her.
When he was fine.
So when I got to his wife, that's what she was doing. Nothing else.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
When you invited.
my wife's a very strong so she got enough stuff for me.
Oh, really? That's too much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
That's much. I don't, you're just too strong. You're always fighting, you're always arguing, you're always doing this stuff. You'd rather be carrying a purse. If you want to carry a purse and wear lipstick, that's up to you. It's free country. I don't really care. I don't care who's none of my business. I like pretty women.
I know you do. I know you do.
I saw you and oh my god, I'll come here any interview.
Oh, no, I appreciate you coming here. But a lot of these problems, you always say sort of stems back to the education system and the lack of financial literacy. So what would you say the three most important types of incomes are that people must know about?
Well, there's very portfolio passive. Earn is what you work for money. Savings are earning. That's what you're tax denied. And then passive income is income. Stocks and bonds. Part of this portfolio. Capital gain. Portfolio is when you buy low, sell high. I never sell. I have an asset, I keep that asset. And then portfolio income is capital gains. Passive income is cash flow. That was the thing that my game was cash flow. So why did you game cash flow? Because another great entrepreneur in education, Montessori, and she said, what the hand does, the mind remembers. The hand does, the mind remembers. Again, these not words, not what the person says, what they do. I was ADD, I was really, I had no attention span. But my rich dad taught me playing the number. And so I would go work for him for free because he said, hey, so I worked for him for free, and then he would teach me about money playing the number. We all know the formula. Four greenhouses, one red and two bags, and up to 12,000.
Can you tell us more what your portfolio looks like? So real estate, gold, commodities, Bitcoin.
Well, Well, I'll tell you what I'm investing in today, okay, because it goes to what I was talking about, the 5 Gs. So, this book here, Officer, right? Crash. It's coming. Market's crashing 3 feet. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. 3. So right now we're boom, boom. It's going to crash again. But, now that's bad for my generation of boomers because they're the first generation to do a 401k in 1974. These are the facts. Just check out the facts. 1974, my generation got set up. They're going to get wiped out. So if your parents are my generation, right in they're going to lose their houses, they're going to lose everything. Another thing that's going to happen to them is that they're going to, because expense, it's the last 10 years. So, with that, knowing all that again, seeing the facts and figures and demographics, my own, because they have to move. And the average low income persons are going to charge $100,000 a year to move. I don't boast. I also move. So I invest in Waigo. Waigo is a brand, Japanese brand. So when I was like 15, my friends and I were in deer in Hawaii. And we were watching. So the boat sat there. They brought the cows. Just had sex with the lungs. 15 years old. I said, I want to be a breeding book. Because, it was like fun. It's kind of breeding away, so it's like one of my. And we'll go with something sort of. So it's a package. So that's semen on the ejaculation. We're getting like 100 pounds. 20%.
It's incredible.
So that's why go is a brand. Rachel always had one. There's a lot of places with brands. There's a place called Ray's out in South Carolina. Because that's what the Rachel. They had brands out in Shrub. When the crash came out, Ray's out in South Carolina is in the South Carolina. So they're next door neighbors and all the But unfortunately, there's no rioting and all that. We're getting slaughtered in the cities. It's really, really frightening. So that's another thing. So it's having gold lines and gold tons of silver. Bitcoin, but I didn't buy Bitcoin until I asked for 20,000, just 20. But I bought it at 6,000. The lesson is financial education. Profits made when you buy and then you sell. What happened to those people? Hasn't went up. They were buying at the top. The same as was telling Miami, they were buying at the top. I just wait for the crash. And so when the next crash comes to them, we'll just have tons of cash. We're ready to go for the next crash. That's where it was here. It's a warning that you can prepare for. But if you don't have a vocabulary, it's a good language, your money and your debt, you say, well, I should save money. Well, maybe I should get out of debt. Maybe I should sell my house and really get out of debt. Maybe I should put my money in the stock market. There's no mutual funds and ETFs that touch money. I'd rather have Japanese trading funds.
It sounds like a good business. So what made you pull the trigger and actually buy Bitcoin? What do you like about it?
Well, because I took stock trading classes. I don't invest in stocks, but it's called options trading. So I took 3 years of options trading. I didn't like it. But I had to learn all markets go up and down. All markets go up and down. I just had to learn about market fundamentals and then there's momentum. All markets go up when the bull goes up the stairs. The bear comes up. Or the bear, when the baby's coming down hard. So once I understood how it's like I was a surfer as a kid. All waves come intense. So you said there's nothing happening, all of a sudden the 7-3 that's all. You're waiting for this Zen surfer to get out. So the same thing when I'm in any market, whether it's gold or stocks, I can feel the momentum of the market. That's what stock trading does. I don't trade stocks because it's capital gains. I don't pay taxes. So if because of that, because still hasn't known work, and so I was watching her in Miami. It's a really hot place right now. Same as Phoenix. Phoenix also is crashing. It's crashing. It's everybody that came in. Same as Miami. It's all crashing out. There's too many people came in. All the news was coming late. That's why I said your time to get. It was a good time. Yeah. But it's kind of an instinct. So, not that I plan on moving to Miami, but I was watching it. I have friends who moved from Richmond because they're here.
Yeah, absolutely. So when do you start to see this market recovering?
Well, history was, again, what's the facts? The last depression started in 1929. You know, it ended. 25 years ago. 1850. What are the facts? Not an opinion. What are the facts? Dow at 381 in 1929. 381 in 1954. It took a world war to pull us out. And that's what I'm concerned about being a Marine helicopter pilot. The odds of us going to war are crazy. Because I've been to. It's not a John Wayne. It's not a Top Gun movie. You see people, like I said, when I put the bodies in the back of my helicopter and flew them to the national in the nursing unit, versus pull them out. That's what smell it. Guts, shit, kills, liver, brain, arms. That's Tom Cruise. John. It's not good. That's what I'm concerned about.
To what extent is this all just destruction by design?
Well, I think Karl Marx's book in 1848 called the Communist Manifesto. That's where the Capitalist Manifesto, which wrote a copy. All it is quotes throughout history. Every communist was saying that this was coming.
Yeah.
You know, Marx in 1848 said, again, it would come in two stages. Stage one was 1930 was socialism. 1936 when social security started. Oh, was that an accident? Oh, really? Of course, it was pushed by the communist school teacher. Not saying they're bad people. They think differently, which they're right to do so. And then he said the next thing would happen in 2020. Stalin said, it's not votes that count, it's counts the votes. We're more difficulties. So I wrote the Capitalist Manifesto to counter it. I wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, because my position statement in the Capitalist Manifesto says, how do you counter communism taught in schools? By teaching capitalism.
Another way that they're moving forward with this control, and I know you've spoken about this, is central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. So what's your take on them, and how do we prevent against it?
Well, it's coming anyway. It's already here.
Yes.
It's already in China. And that's what it goes to social principles. So CBDC, central bank digital currency, surveillance. Same as Amazon's with Syria and all that. That goes into this. I don't want anybody surveilling. I am private citizen. Central bank digital currency, because they can track you if you buy a truck. Instead of your access code or something. You buy a Biden book. Almost points. You're going to track you. I counter that, which I cover which does prophecy, is basic last day office. I can stay off the grid, I stay off the list. So and there was a sign of executive 14067 PO executive. It was a sign by Biden and Burns, central bank digital currency. It's you. It's generating stuff. He's a good man, really. I like him as a friend of mine. But the way I'm going to get around central bank digital currency is that's what I have to do.
Yes.
And secondly, and the other last thing I mentioned is that when I have gold and silver, as long as I have gold and silver, I can come to you and let's say somebody leaves my house, that's not paying silver. Can't drive it. And the same as I want to buy a car, I can buy loans. I want to buy a house, I can get a loan. So
Tons.
And I buy it with that.
Amazing.
That's why I own a gold mine I had a gold mine in China when they took it. Well, that's why I don't like Chinese.
Who took it?
Chinese company.
They just took it.
Of course. I do the same thing. And understand, I fought communism. I was in Vietnam twice. And I fought them. What the Marines say, we don't start the war. We go in there, the Chinese killed 65 million people. I think Stalin killed like 30 million people. Hitler killed 18 million people. The United States fights those things. Except now the problem is the battles in the school system. That's why parents are now called terrorists by Biden. Because they question the communist schools. Teaching. Because all the Constitution.
I know you're also very pro the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. So I'd like to understand a little bit more because I think that is important in America.
Well, again, that's how the whole war started. It's a war, revolutionary.
So PayPal has interest
If not, they'd be paying taxes for PayPal.
or savings
And nothing else, I like
4.3%
by my
since 2021.
It's like a class 3.
So if you guys want to make some money every month,
Vietnam,
PayPal savings got interest.
So,
They pay every month. So
around Phoenix with a
don't
yoga bag
forget.
on my side.
That's what's inside.
So full off in 16, 100 rounds of ammunition. And everybody goes and buys the clocks. These little plastic guns are called. That's fine. The trouble with the clock is for $50 you can switch it. It becomes full auto. Illegal. My full autos illegal. But I switch the clock. It's illegal. And they're plastic.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm pretty good with guns. My highest score with rockets.
That's small minimum goal.
Rockets.
It's to have at least 60,000 minimum.
I get
in
that.
my savings.
Just finally, then, 'cause I really appreciate everything we've spoken about. It's been so fascinating. But you talk about all this corruption in the system. You talk about how people can become financially free, become independent, and not rely on the system. So have you ever felt at any time that you might be in danger? Have you ever felt like people might try and censor you at all?
Like 100 something thousand for a debt-free cabin.
The most dangerous I ever felt was I came back from Vietnam in 73.
60,000 minimum in my
I
savings.
think Pelosi was in the audience.
That's
Probably.
She wasn't, but
if I want to retire early,
I come back to Hawaii
It'd be
and
like-
getting spit on
90,000 minimum
1973.
on my savings.
But what happened to America? But that's
And
what
then I get
March
monthly
was about
interest.
when Columbia University, what teachers,
60 to 90,000
that's when the rioting started.
minimum.
That's when all the kids stayed on this. They showed
Plus
kids
the
that
debt-free cabin.
they're arming the kids with indoctrination to go against the system.
And my
Anyway, I
neighbor,
got my more concern.
Yeah,
Yes, I got invited back to Arizona State University last year. I almost didn't go. Because the last time I was in my MBA program, last time, I go to my accounting class in 1973. I'm sitting there, I'm sitting in the Marine Corps pilots outfit. Big mistake. I get spit on in the classroom. Kisses and beating. Oh God, so I should have shot you. I carried a gun.
Really, if I'm gonna be streaming every day, I'm probably
And so
gonna
the
need
accounting teacher, they're doing
at least 150,000
teaching a teacher. I learned accounting at
saved.
Georgetown. That's in the cash flow board game. That's in Georgetown board. That has its liabilities cash flow.
I said with at least 200,000
So I
saved
can spit on in the classroom. I swear to God.
in my savings, then I can
So
probably stream
Arizona
every day.
State called last year. Would you come and
Because
teach
I
our
have to
lunch program? I said,
put
"Okay,
gas in the
okay,
tank
I'm gonna
every
go
day."
back to Vietnam." So anyway, the good news is they prevailed. And last Saturday, gosh, they got the cash flow game, their honors program.
Yeah, it's gonna require a whole lot of work.
I was afraid because I didn't know who was sitting in the audience. And there was the top students. But the good news is Ron DeSantis.
At least 8 years of
Big
work.
companies teach financial education or the school system. Elementary. So education will change. They're going to run into opposition, as you know.
8 years of working and saving. Saving most of the
taxation, labor unions, and the pilots are on strike now. They're all labor union guys. And they don't tell you is that my classmates when they came back.
Right now, in 2 years, I have to have the cabin ready.
Says, yeah, but it's a good job of securing all this stuff. But most people don't know.
With water and electricity.
Got stolen.
Fully ready to live.
So I wrote a book here with Ted Siddell.
With a garden, food garden.
Next biggest thing you're going to see is our pensions are big. Interesting enough,
And a few
my next door
refrigerators.
executive was named Gina Raimondo. She was the head of Rhode Island's pensions. She stole the shit out of it. And she got paybacks from all Wall Street banks. I don't trust Wall Street. I don't trust the Treasury. I don't trust the government. So that's why I'm an entrepreneur. I create my own assets. I don't need them. I have gold, silver, gold.
The easiest protein will be chicken.
I went Gina Raimondo, and then there was this crash. My school was shipping. I went to school to be a tanker officer. But today I own Royal Wells. They sell my leather and sell stock. But this guy Pete Buttigieg was the
And I
transportation
just have to
secretary.
have
And the guy of the supply chain crisis. He goes on maternity
a
leave.
freezer,
He goes on
fill up the
maternity
freezer
leave.
with chicken,
I guess not what they're saying.
and
It's
then
what are they doing? What is this guy buying?
have like some
The
potatoes.
now is stacked with what are they doing? And that's like, what are they saying?
I'll have to stream all of it.
Academy went to this
You guys can watch it.
Academy Kings where the Army logo was on to non-verbal. Those non-verbs. As Marine officers were trained to watch what a people person does, not what they
I
say.
have to learn how to
But if I saw a guy who was so afraid he would go to battle, I'd take him.
dispatch the bird.
Not kidding. I don't want you in the back of my aircraft when I'm counting. You think I'm loving about flying to the Marine Corps before it means we go to the lights of tree. How much of the buildings
Then
fly?
I gotta have seasonal potatoes,
Glass well,
seasonal vegetables,
interesting. What is the point?
and like corn, potatoes, and french fries.
Because of the Japanese Marine Corps, not the American Marine Corps.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's how uninformed Americans are.
I have to go to like
They've never
Costco or something to buy
the best
a
of
few
love language of money.
things every month.
Don't have to pay for it.
And I just be living off the interest. I won't have
There
any
you go.
bills.
Where can people buy your books, find
And
out
whenever
where
we
you're
go
up
to
to?
work.
Where should they go to?
Oh, that's richdad.com. I have 3 projects this year. I'm doing Arizona State now. It's a big,
We just work for
can't wait
savings.
to hear that one. On Facebook. School teachers and students. Number 2, Prager University.
We have to go to work for like
Then we Prager to Dennis Prager and Jordan Peterson.
6 years minimum
Going to huge
before we
gala
think we
event.
consider retiring if we retire early.
And the other one, and also in Austin, Texas.
But to get that extra money from retirement,
College right wing women were a
we need 10 years
capitalist.
from this point forward
The third thing I'm doing
before we can file for retirement.
on the carrier in Vietnam. I'll get court-martialed twice because I misinterpreted.
So you have that this year.
So anyway, I got kicked out as a lieutenant. He came out as a lieutenant general. It's big. It's really hard. Big 1-star, almost impossible. 2-star, went to 3-star. Today's a congressman. Upper Michigan, Jack Congressman Burke, 3-star General Burke. We bought a house right next to the Capitol in Washington, D.C. It's called none of it. It's going to be called the Rich Dad House. And we're going to have meetings at the Rich Dad House, and people want to walk by all our products. Well, those are 3 big initiatives for this year.
sounds like there's a
And DeSantis is going to teach financial education in elementary schools in Florida.
amazing. Yeah, it just sounds like there's so much happening right now to fight all of this woke culture, the communism, the authoritarianism that's coming. So I love being part of this conversation. Robert, I want to thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure. I really enjoy your works and everything you've taught. So thank you so much for welcoming me.
Well, thank you. That's why I asked you first. Big love, big fun in that. So thank you very much.
No, this is perfect. My audience will absolutely love it.
It's simply how you speak. If you don't like it, it's your problem. I don't care. So, not my business. Stuff like that. I don't care. And that's what I care about. I don't want to motivate gun violence and machine.
Me too. I'm not going with that machine gun. I respect that. Very appropriate. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please don't forget to hit the like button and hit subscribe so you never miss a video.
Salutare tuturor și bine v-am regăsit la seria de podcasturi #IGDLCC, adică informații gratis despre lucruri care costă și dacă totul costă, hai să vorbim să spun un care știe foarte bine ce cât costă și mai ales cum să fac bani. Pregătiți-vă pentru un interviu cât se poate de dur, caustic. Rar mi-a fost dat să văd un personaj care să am o astfel de conversație. Știam personajul dinainte, dar cu toate astea a reușit să mă intimideze. Vă încurajez să vă înarmați cu răbdare, ăsta este stilul lui, dar merită să-l ascultați, pentru că Robert Kiyosaki, care și-a tocmai ce a prezentat și ultima carte numită Fake, vorbește destul de sincer despre cum să fac bani, despre cum oamenii bogați controlează chestiile despre care mulți vorbim, dar puțin le înțelegem. Ce să zic, multă răbdare. Interviul este însă în engleză, dar dacă vorbi de engleză înțelegi și cum merge business-ul și sper eu ca interviul pe care o să-l vezi, chiar dacă vei auzi aceeași idee repetându-se de vreo 30 de ori, să-ți fie de folos. Este unul dintre cele mai importante interviuri pe care le-am filmat până acum și atunci când mă vei vedea intimidat
And it's not covered in anything. It's the only it has is
I don't
trust.
really want to do this interview anymore. If you want to find out or tell me what you know, then don't interview me. Just you do your own show. I'm trying to tell you something here, and you want to tell me how smart you are. It's very egotistical.
I'm here because I'm stupid. Let's get
Well,
that
then
straight.
let me explain something then, damn it.
Let's do it.
I'm trying to explain to you, when they tell you get out of debt, that's stupid because the money is debt. And the only way money gets out of debt is via taxes. So all the people who work for money, read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, what's lesson number one?
Rich people don't work for money.
Correct. Money is debt. I use debt as money. And everybody thinks getting in debt is bad. Well, who told you that? I think the stock market is for losers. Why would you put money in the stock market when it's manipulated? That's what I think about. So I'm always watching the manipulation going on behind the scenes. That's what my brain is focusing on all the time. And I don't pay taxes. The question is, how is it I don't pay taxes? I can tell you. That's an important question, because most Romanians and most people in the United States cheat on their taxes because they hate taxes so much. But you don't have to cheat on taxes if you understood how money was working. You think Donald Trump pays taxes? No.
Nobody has seen his tax returns.
Yeah, I know you. He's my friend. We don't pay taxes. And that's the question. How is it we do that? And that's an intelligent question. The reason you can't ask me this question is you don't know how I do it. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm constantly thinking about how do I make money? How do I serve more people? How do I create new businesses? Make more money and pay less taxes and serve more people.
Okay. So you said kind of do you agree with policies? Because now
I don't want to talk about Donald Trump. You can go talk about whatever you want to talk about. I want to talk about.
So I carry my incense with me. Carry them everywhere. Got my incense, lighter. Keep the oil everywhere. Oil all the time.
An entrepreneur is extremely different than an employee. But there's a difference in employment or services or trades as employees. Go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, pay your taxes, get out of debt. It's time.
you've had the chance to be taught money, you've been challenged. Most people don't get that chance. I should get stuff.
I should do the same. I just gave you one school. What do you learn about money?
The fact that you just told me that you need to go and get a job to have money.
I didn't say that. You said that.
I said that. This is what you've been taught.
Yes, so go to school, get a job. Question that.
Okay. So if I'm starting to question that, if a young person is looking at us and they say, okay, I'm ready to challenge that, what do I tell to my father? Okay, I'm not going to school anymore.
I didn't say that. You said that.
I said that, of course.
I just said question. It's really getting a job.
I went for a job to understand how the system works, but
I'm not so sure if it was for 21. What's your opinion on
I thought you read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
that? Of course, but not everyone has done so. So I was trying to.
And when is lesson number one in Rich Dad Poor Dad?
Rich people don't work for money.
And so when the school system says you get a job, what are you doing?
You become a slave.
You work for money.
Exactly.
And what's wrong with working for money?
That it makes you come back to work and you become a slave.
You pay taxes.
And you pay taxes, of course.
And then they tell you to save money. Why would you save money when they're printing money?
Everybody's printing money now.
Why would you save money when they're printing money?
I know you don't save money. You're building businesses.
Why would you save money when they're printing money?
Because
That's what you've been told to do.
of course.
So question that. You see, if you cannot think, I cannot help you. I question all that. Why would I save money when they print money? That's what happened in 1971 when President Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. They can print as much as they like. Then they tell you, so you go to school, you get a job, become an employee. You pay taxes because you're working for money. Then they tell you to save money. Do you know why they tell you to save money?
I don't know.
Because the system of banking, there's nothing to do with communism or capitalism. It's the banks run the world. The rich run the world. They don't care if you're communist or capitalist. So when you save, so let's say you save $1 US, €1, 1 yen, the banking system can lend out 10. So the entire system is called the fractional reserve system. The fractional reserve system is also printing money. Then they tell you to save money. So they want you to save money so they can lend out your money 10 times. So your dollar became worthless 10 times over. And then they used to pay you 10% interest on your money. Now it's at best 1%. And they're still lending it out 10 times. So that's why you don't save money, is because your money is becoming worth less and less and less and less and less. The banks are getting richer and richer and richer. Then they tax you on that interest they pay you. That 1% interest, if they pay you that much. Japan is 0. And the Japanese are so stupid, they still save money.
We also have 0.
Yeah, and they still save money. How stupid is that? So that's what I'm questioning. So how come that happens? Now, if I borrow money, guess what? Do I pay taxes on debt?
I guess no.
Why is that?
I know
So this is what I'm saying. Okay, question everything.
Okay.
So when they lend out money, that's how money is created. Money is debt.
How do you store value then? Because we all work and we have let's say a lifespan of when we are productive. And then comes retirement and you retired early.
Because I don't follow the go to school, get a job, work hard, save. So that's
Enter your
hypnosis.
pickup at McDonald's.
They hypnotize people, being employees, who will work hard, pay taxes, save money, get out of debt, and invest in the stock market. Until you question those sayings, those words, you'll be a poor person. So when they lend out, why is debt tax free?
I don't know.
Because that's how money is created. And so the banks love it. They love people who borrow lots of money. So how do I get rich? I borrow money. And I buy assets with it. The poor person borrows money and buys liabilities like purses, cars, houses, and they get poorer and poorer and poorer. But I use debt. I borrowed $300 million after the crash, dollars. In 2000, by 2010, I had borrowed $300 million to buy real estate. That made me rich. And the interest rates kept coming down, so my cost of money kept coming down. And so everybody else is saying, oh, you should get out of debt. You know why? Because they don't question the hypnosis they're under. You've been hypnotized to work hard for money, to save it. The fractional reserve system prints it. And then they pay taxes and taxes. So I have all this debt and I get rich. The question is, how do you learn to use debt to get rich?
Turn right.
Because they tell you not to get out of debt. So all I'm saying to you is, if a person does not question what they've been taught, they'll always be poor. They've been hypnotized into being poor. Then you put it in the stock market. You know, in pensions, right? So let's say I put $100 in a pension plan. When do I get that money back?
Most Romanians don't even dream of getting to pension now.
I understand that. But it's not just Romanians, please hear, it's worldwide. This is why I think, this is why I work, this is why I teach. You have to question what they're teaching. So I put my money in a pension. I might not ever get it back, because they could lose it. So the question I always say is, well, when do I get my money back? And the average person has been hypnotized. Go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, and invest in pension. And you never get your money back.
Head to your drop
The
off at
whole
2010
thing is
East Avenue.
designed to keep you poor. So that's why I argue with you, until a person questions what's already been put in their head.
Turn right.
And that's
Turn
what my
left.
poor dad put in my head. Go to school, get a job, work hard. And that's America, same as Romania. It's not different. You save money, put it in the stock market. You never get your money back.
We all look up to the American dream. Is it all fake? I'm coming down to your book now because...
No, please finish, okay? Okay. Until you question what's already in your head, you will do what's already in your head.
Okay.
I don't know if people are Christian or not, but it's in the Bible because the words become flesh. Go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, get out of debt, invest in the stock market, buy a house, buy a car.
In a quarter mile, turn right on 20th Street East.
You're hypnotized. You'll be a poor person all your life.
Okay, 6 very short questions. So, what would you choose between Apple or Tesla if you had the money to buy it?
What's that?
The companies, if you had the money to buy
Turn right on
Apple or
20th
Tesla,
Street East.
what would you buy?
I just told you I don't invest in the stock market.
But in companies, in
I don't
businesses,
invest in either.
either of them.
No, so I don't get my money back. I want my money back.
Okay. Gold or Bitcoin?
Gold.
Fight or flight?
That's a stupid question.
Sometimes people that fight lose.
So what? What's wrong with losing?
Okay.
Question what you've been taught, and you ask me superficial questions rather than why wouldn't I invest in Apple or Tesla? See, that's a more important question.
That's an open question. You can
But why wouldn't I invest in them?
because you don't get your money back.
Yes,
I'm starting to learn.
yes. I can make money much faster than Apple or Tesla, and I would use debt. I wouldn't use my money.
But do you think they use their money to grow?
Of course not. Look at Amazon. This guy Bezos, right? He's one of the richest men in the world. Do you think he pays any taxes?
He doesn't even pay much
In a
profit.
quarter mile, turn right on East Avenue or
His
use the right
investors.
lane.
Do you think Bezos became a billionaire paying taxes?
I wouldn't bet on that.
He doesn't pay taxes. Trump doesn't pay taxes. I don't pay taxes. So the question is, how do guys like us do it?
Turn
Is
right
the
on
question
East
you should be
Avenue.
asking.
Because the rich people make the rules.
We study different things. I wouldn't go to school.
I appreciate you for taking the time.
Thank you. Thanks for putting up with me.
I appreciate you challenging people all the time through your interviews and your workshops and everything. I got so much out of your books, and I'm going to keep on reading. I'm not that smart. I'm not smart enough for that.
Please question what you've been taught.
I've been doing that, and for the past year, for example, I stopped saving money and putting money into a company instead of saving into a personal account, let's say.
That's good. Making some changes. Congratulations.
Small changes.
Yes.
But I'm talking to a very large audience. We've been all taught to do the stuff you said. So they need to start somewhere.
And that's why I said challenge what you've been taught.
And then you can stop right here.
Right?
Why would you go to school and learn nothing about money? Why would you pay taxes?
That's a very tough question, and
Thank you.
we have that issue. But
It's not just Romania. It's worldwide. You see, please understand, it's not just Romania. You must think, today, if people complain, I don't make enough money in Romania. Well, you have a cell phone, you can make money all over the world. You can make money in dollars, yen, zloty, pesos, It's just limited thinking. If a person doesn't change what's inside their head, the actual thoughts running their brain, which are words, they'll never change. So the change begins when you question, go to school, get a job, work hard, pay taxes, save money, get out of debt, and invest in the stock market. Until you question that one, nothing changes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to say anything about the new book?
Well, my new book, Fake, is just that. It's how I don't use any money and how I don't pay any taxes. Because it's fake money, fake teachers, fake assets, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs. I don't touch any of that garbage.
And you're not
but you've been taught to do that. That's the question. Until that is challenged, you're going to think fake is fake.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cusack.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. V-am spus că va fi o călătorie destul de zbuciumată. Sper că v-a fost de folos ce ați auzit. Sper că rămâneți măcar cu această idee importantă în minte și încercați să o aplicați în viața de zi cu zi. Nu vă încurajez să renunțați la școală sau să vă dați demisia astăzi. Îi încurajez pe toți cei pe care îi cunosc să se gândească foarte serios de ce fac lucrurile pe care le fac. Și alege întotdeauna să faci în primul rând lucrurile care îți plac ție. Dacă reușești să le transformi și într-un business,
It's so crazy how people work and they go out and eat and enjoy their life and enjoy their paycheck while I'm out here. Go to work, don't go out and eat, save all my money as much as I possibly can, only buy a few things. Difference. They're living in apartments or paying off a mortgage while I'm over here trying to save for a cabin off grid with no bills. Two different things. I'm not trying to go into debt. Still living with my parents. If I wasn't living with my parents, then I could understand all the money would go into the rent or a mortgage. I'll still be trying to save money to go off grid, buy the cabin, get the property. It'll still be the same. I'll be saving $28 a day. That'll be $10,000 a year, so that I can buy that property. All I'm thinking about is just gotta keep going. I buy the land, building. get some trees, maybe some orange, some lime trees. Get the potato, plant some corn. Get sprinklers out there. Water well in the land. Got the mulch, which is free. And maybe a few fences here and there. Lightweight fences, nothing major. Or maybe a decent front fence. Decent if it's not automatic. But 14K beginning. Now once the property has vegetables growing and fruit trees growing, now I keep working. That's 1 year. Then I got 1 more year, rent free or just to feel like a small, will at least, enough to, everything has to be, because I don't want any enemy that because I don't have the power. So maybe with so like 20 to 30,000 from now, everything will be done. To move in, have a place to shower, where the electricity maybe a few items. No, nothing major, but at least something. I might be running out, my time may be short for what I'm trying to do. But can at least get in that direction. So towards I might get there on time. I'm thinking if I'm going to be anything, it would be like money, septic, and the money could be like legitimate, and the money for the panels and the battery and the electricity. But basically, with a cabin that small, I'm able to just do it with 30,000, because it's just a small room, 12 with solar panels, electricity connected, water. It'll be a 12 by 12 with a complete bath. Shouldn't be 6,000. Professionally done, a cabin. I don't think it should be more than 6,000, which I might be able to obtain in 2 years from now. But I have to get up at 5. I have to be at 5:30 a.m. to get to that point, and I can't go until it's completed. Only then would that, if it happened that way, then all I land in the car and the what and in the car, the waterway, the free mulch, and the vegetable garden. It'll be, but you know, I haven't built enough something. Unless I tell them that I'm fine, because I don't have permits that I'm fine, and it's only season. Then they'll tell me it's seasonal. You need a mobile home, not a mobile home, one of those trailers. I'm like, because the recreation vehicle, you before some money. So I don't even know, be a lot more expensive than the cabin. Then there's also the law that if you build a 12 by 12 cabin outhouse, you don't need permission from anybody. But I'm not sure if that's even a thing to try, you know, because then something, yeah, you know, but it doesn't mean everybody is going to be in agreement with that. But it's something that I'm willing to. Well, maybe, you know, the thing about the cabin is going to have to be built. So then, if I build it, the permit, it doesn't have the electricity. It doesn't have, you know, that somebody may say something, then rush and get permit. If I'm going to have construction equipment, I need permits. It doesn't make any sense. Able to actually a cabin permit.